Beautiful day, my great friends. It's such an awesome day and so sunny and bright day here in Nigeria this very morning, being the 22nd day of December 2018. I am welcoming you once again to my broadcast about TBC, and it should always be something of great value and importance when we feel the need and urge to do something that has value. To be precise, this is Ebonyi State in Nigeria, in Mbo, in Ohupu local government. So this morning, I want to once again share some little bit of excitement when it comes to belonging to TBC community. As you can see, so many things have been taking place. And recently, we found out that great innovative measures is happening in the community, and we are so happy about this. Outside there, what you see is that whenever it becomes a holiday season, everything comes down to a halt. Things stops happening. When you talk about holiday is meant for you to start eating, start consuming the one you have worked for. But surprisingly, I must say, very big surprise. In TBC, both the normal period and the holiday period, in fact, even the holiday period, because even a time whereby you can make much more and add more to what you already have. It helps us to see what is meant by the word abundance. When you are talking about abundance, it's always increasing. It's, in fact, you can't even you can't finish it. Okay, the abundance keeps on getting big and bigger by the day. Instead of the holiday period being a situation or a time when everything will just slow down a bit or completely slow down, but not so in TBC. In this holiday period, it's rather a time whereby much more free cookies, much more free gringos is being gotten by those who actually understand what abundance is all about. And being of TBC, we can't thank you enough. You guys are doing wonderful, and we will always try as much and even more as we can and could, and possibly can even do more to promote this very opportunity for those who know where they're going, for those who know where the world is heading to, and not for those who are actually sleeping on the bicycle per se. People don't want to know, and for the fact that they don't want to know, with or without them, things are moving. It's left for you to get involved and look at things the way they're supposed to be done. It's left for you to look at things and be able to say that yes, this thing is real, or that this thing is a child's play. So when we are looking at various opportunities that has the capability of changing our financial status and probably doing something that will surprise us, not about surprising others, doing something that surprises us as individuals. So many are waiting for others to get convinced before they become convinced of what they're doing. That means you don't know what you're doing. Okay? Don't depend on others to see things for you. Don't depend on others to give you go ahead, except if you cannot think on your own. If you can't think on your own, that means probably you need help. Okay? If you're a man or woman and alright, in this age you still can't be able to say that this thing is like this or this thing is like that in your own, I mean, something is definitely wrong somewhere. So I'm saying this because so many people won't just allow themselves to be. You get something across, or you come across something, say, okay, please let me ask this person and to know and find out if it's actually the way they say it is. And that becomes a problem. What if that person tells you that something which is real is not, based on his own way of understanding, based on the way he, based on his or her disposition at that particular moment in time? So you see, when you are told to take responsibility of your life, it means that you have to look at things and take a step or take action, not depending on others. We were given complete physical parts. We have our two legs, we have our two hands, we have our mouth, nose, eyes, ears, everything for us to function properly as human. And when you come across something that you need to make use of all these things, you start looking for someone else to put you through, to guide you, to take excuse from others. Is obviously showing that we are letting so many things pass by us because we are not making use of our God-given abilities. God gave us eyes, God gave us nose, a mouth to talk, ears to listen, and even brain to think. And you see us not making use of them, depending on others. It's quite ridiculous that as big as something great as TBC could be exposed to somebody and the person want to go and find out from others if this thing is working, if this thing is real, if this thing is not scam. It is good to ask questions, but sometimes asking questions is not just to depend on completely what you get as an answer. When you ask questions, most of the times it's just to find out some underlying factors. Thank God for the internet. The resources to make findings and to know other things is very open for us. But there you find those who are saying rubbish. Then you find those who are stating facts. And you find those who are just saying based on emotion. But if you can actually put into use all the abilities that God gave you as a person to think, to reason, to see, to hear, and to feel, you'll be able to see that yes, TBC is a great and wonderful opportunity. And people should open their eyes and see what is happening. People should open their eyes and see clearly that it is no longer business as usual, but we are now in age and time whereby things are changing for the better. Things are changing for clearer than how it used or they used to be. But people are looking at changes as something that they cannot fit into. something that they find it difficult to associate themselves with. I was saying the other day in my last video that there are too many programs these days promising heaven and earth, but in most of those programs, you end up selling your self-worth, your dignity, everything about you, because whatever you promote, people do well to associate you with whatever you promote. Whenever they see them, or whenever they see such program, be it real or fake, they always associate you with it because you said something about it, and you want people to believe that what you're saying is true, even though you don't actually know that what you're saying is actually false or simply pure scam. Too bad. In those instances, those promoters, they have hidden agendas, but the way they present it, you just fall into it, not knowing that you are actually helping them to promote scam. You are falling into it. What else are they looking for? For others to fall into it through you. Sometimes they go as far as creating groups, and when they invite you and notice that you're actively interested and promoting that, they will make you admin. And when they make you admin of that group, through you, they may have scammed so many people. Okay? When they make you admin, you feel, oh, in fact, these people really recognize my presence. But mind you, a dime has not come to you. Or even if it does, or it did, it's just nothing. Just a way of attracting you, convincing you so that you can get more people to be scammed by them. And those people you are getting to them are those who trusted you, those who know you cannot lie to them, but unknowingly to you, they are being used. Okay? As the program goes on, you see most of the admin leaving one after the other, one after the other, and eventually it becomes the owner of that platform. And when they eventually pack their bags and luggage and leave the group they created, the whole questions comes back on you. You start answering questions what you don't know about. By then, they had disappeared into the thin air. Whereas you as a person, you cannot explain much about it except that you were made to believe lies. Too bad. Such stress or such situations that people are using to scam others is very rampant today. But you are given an opportunity like TBC for 2 years and counting now. This is December. In less than 3 months now. Yeah, March 16, 2019. TBC will be 3 good years in existence. Okay? TBC will be fully 3 years. And since then, if TBC is a scam, look at how strong it is getting by the day. Does scam live as long as this? People should know the difference between fake and real. TBC is real. People are already making purchases with their TBC, and others are still doubtful. Doubting can always make you a doubter. You remain where you are while things is busy taking place and taking shape. Okay? People, I say people. Can we listen? Can we take our time to really look at what is happening? We cannot boast of so many things in TBC, but certainly we can boast of so many good things. Okay? Some will tell you, I lost my money in TBC, just like I heard recently from someone. No, Are you talking about TBC? Please don't tell me about that. My friend lost about 300,000 naira in TBC. And I said, wow, in TBC, your friend lost 300,000 naira. How did that happen? Please, I want to know. Can I please give me the full detail as to how that happened? And you see the person, okay, when I get to that, my friend, I'll really find out exactly what happened and how come, you see, all those things, most of them are hearsay. Nobody is losing his or her money in TBC. We are gaining. By coming into TBC and doing the needful, coming into TBC and refusing to be a tag along, coming into TBC and being active member, coming into TBC and doing what is expected of you and following through with instructions, you're not losing a dime. Rather, you'll be making serious money. Both we talk about physical cash, we talk about the currency itself, digital currency itself, because through the cash flowing system in the community, the opportunity of surviving and doing excellently well abound. But when people allow greediness, immediate gratification syndrome to take over them, get over them, they start accusing TBC of doing what it's not. TBC does not scam anybody. TBC is a real opportunity. If the admin had allowed those people with insincere mind to manipulate the program, TBC would have been a long forgotten issue. But for the fact that the admin is not shaking, the admin want to see what has been started to take off and to retain what it is. Instead of getting any distractions, TBC is getting stronger by the day. Some left because TBC is not ready to bend down for anybody, be you who. No matter your caliber, you can come up today and dance and sing praises about TBC, but as soon as you are no longer seeing results, because most of the results you saw were actually manipulative results because you lied to people and they believed you. And when it is no longer in that place, or when what you told your recruits is not actually the way you explain it to them, you start blaming TBC and start crying foul. But those things happen because most of us are not patient enough to read and to follow through instructions. Most of us want to see TBC work just like what has been we've been seeing every here and there. Some will tell you, admin don't know what TLG is doing. I have better idea, and if this could be brought into exchange platforms and we run this, we make this, we do. I think it's not so. If you have that great idea, go and establish your own platform and push it to any length you want. Please, friends, this is not a time or where or a platform to be reinvented. It's a platform to be actually followed along. It's a platform to actually build up. Okay? And how do we build up? TBC, if a baby, as it is, what it needs is nutrition. And that nutrition is members. Members is what get TBC strong. Members is what give value to TBC. It's not exchange. We don't need exchange, no. What we need is for the members to bring in others and share the wealth. Okay? TBC is not an investment. It's a means of sharing wealth because it's far much better than any investment you can think of. So using investment is always an understatement when we talk about TBC. So get involved with TBC. Get involved, especially in this period. The December, January promo is something great. Okay? Those who know and appreciate what admin is doing should not for any reason listen to the naysayers, those who don't know what they are saying. So friends, I am happy to belong to this very community. And if you are still thinking whether or not to come in, please, I don't want you to come in. Don't come. Why do I mean so? You can only come if you allow yourself to really read, follow through, and read the blog and understand where TBC headed. Compare what you see or read in the blog with what is happening outside there and see if TBC admin is telling us lies or being factual. Okay? I remain your true friend, Mechi. I always take my time to tell you more about the good things happening in this very community. Till when next we talk or you see me talk, please subscribe to my channel and like it. I remain yours. Thank you so much.